Hi, welcome to Libby's Movie Hunt. I'm your host, Libby Hunt, along with Kevin E.
Hey, Libby, how you doing? You're used to that voice being in there to tell you when you're on.
I know. So that was our new imagery that the studio on-air media did for us, and Kevin and Jagger and Melissa, so I love it.
We have a lot more bells and whistles this week. It's exciting.
So we're not going to start with Libby's Movie Hunt. This is going to be our lead-in.
This is our new lead-in.
I love it. I think it looks more professional. I did think our little soundbite was cute, but this is great.
It was fun for, when we were starting out, but, now we're stepping things up a bit.
This is big time. I feel so big time. This is fun. If y'all wonder why I'm in a 20 or 30-year-old's hoodie, it is because I came in with a green shirt, and we have a green screen behind us, and I disappeared like the Invisible Woman. I don't know if you can see. Let's see.
Hold on, let me cut back to you. There we go.
Yep. Look, I have that green shirt is like, doesn't show.
And I totally forgot to warn you about that. I'm like, once you come in and there's a green screen, we kind of disappear.
You can't see it. So we'll take that in. I'll wear my little hoodie. I'll be like a little Facebook person, like Zuckerberg.
I think it's great. I like Libby wearing my hoodie.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Hope I don't spit it out.
No, you won't.
But welcome. We're here to talk about movies, and I think we need to, be doing something fun with all the, catastrophe of Hurricane Harvey, and let's
because that hits closer to home for us. I mean, because we're in Texas.
Do you have Houston relatives?
I don't. I lived in Houston at one time in my life, though, a long time ago.
You did live there?
I did.
My sister-in-law's family is there, and luckily, all her family's houses were fine. Some of her friends weren't.
Yeah.
But we're all affected in it some way or another, and I encourage you all to get out there and donate. Red Cross, they say, is a great place. Salvation Army. I'm personally going to take some stuff to my church. I belong to Highland Park Presbyterian Church on University in University Park, and they're starting to take donations Tuesday. And it looks like all these places where you're donating, we'll get to movies in a minute, but need diapers, formula, canned goods that you can pop the lids, formula, diapers, I say that, new or gently worn clothes, that kind of thing.
And have you personally been affected by the 2017 quote gas crisis that's going on right now?
Luckily, I got gas the day before, but my husband's in the oil business, and he's like, it's fine. I mean, some of the refineries are going to be shut down, but they'll open back up. That was just kind of a hype.
Everyone just kind of panicked and sucked up all the gas.
Oh, and there was like lines.
People filling trash cans with gasoline.
It was crazy. It's going to be fine. I saw that line and I was like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah.
But
I don't blame you.
Well, everybody was panicking because they're trying to get out of town this weekend for Labor Day.
Yep, for the holiday weekend.
On the Labor Day? You working?
Not really doing anything. Yeah, I'm going to be here tomorrow because our network we're going to be doing a broadcast just to help, disaster relief. So I'll be here doing that tomorrow. And then our parents are just having a few people over for a small barbecue on Sunday. So, I'll go do that. And,
okay, good.
Well, how about you? What do you have?
We will go to our ranch in Glen Rose, Texas.
Oh, that sounds
fun. And my daughter that goes to Baylor is going to come over with some friends. So it'll be a fun weekend. And I might, before I go to the ranch, I may try and fit some movies in. But there's nothing out.
Oh, my God. We're in a drought right now.
I know. Last Friday, we didn't do the show. And Kevin's like, do you want to come in this week and do? And I'm like, there's not a lot.
Do 2 shows to make up.
Do 2. And I'm like, there's really nothing to talk about.
No, there's nothing big out right now.
But we did both go see the Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yep.
And it got 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. Should you have a clip of it?
I do. I have a trailer if you would like to play that.
Should we play that first, a little trailer?
Sure. Let me just get it queued up.
And it has Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson, once again, way overacts. I'm sick of that. Aren't you?
God. If I'm being totally honest with you, the guy's in some really entertaining and good movies, some iconic films. But I think as a performer, he's really not a very good actor.
Well, he just overacts. He's kind of like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a cartoon character.
And he's always the same person.
Well, I have the trailer whenever.
Okay, let's roll it.
Ryan Reynolds raves. Sam Jackson is obnoxious in every way.
Can't someone just taser him?
Samuel L. Jackson calls Ryan Reynolds extraordinarily annoying.
Not a fan. How about we never speak of this again?
And Selma Hayek proclaims Sam and Ryan need to stop flirting and get a room already.
What?
Really? The Hitman's Bodyguard. Rated R. August 18th.
So, yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Right. So Samuel L. Jackson is basically what would you call him? An assassin?
He's basically what I gather is he is in big time like world's top assassin, and Ryan Reynolds is your world's top bodyguard. So it's both sides of the spectrum there. You got your good versus evil, and he has to testify, Samuel L. Jackson's character, against some unsavory people, obviously, and Ryan Reynolds is hired to protect him.
And Gary Oldman is in it, and now I saw the movie last week, and it's kind of an unforgettable movie. What was Gary Oldman's part?
I really don't remember him in it very much.
He was in it, but I mean, he was a bad guy in it.
He was the antagonist.
And Salma Hayek,
yep. Who's always nice to look at.
She's beautiful. She was Samuel L. Jackson's wife, and she's a little bit of an overactor too.
She is.
A little over the top.
But I mean, she doesn't have nearly the library of popular films that Samuel L. Jackson does. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I saw her in anything.
Well, she was in that movie I saw not long ago with John Lithgow. I told you about it. I can't remember.
That's right. I can't remember the name either. Though. But you said it was really
political.
good. That's the one my mom didn't like.
She didn't like it, but I liked it. But of course, it was took a very liberal slant.
It's someone's name in it.
It's
something
somebody's
about dinner.
Name. But it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good role for her. But this movie, they call it kind of a comedy. I don't know. I just didn't love it. It was directed by Patrick Hughes, who did Expendables 3, and otherwise he hasn't done much else.
Right.
What do you think?
What they were saying in that trailer about Ryan Reynolds is annoying and Samuel L. Jackson is obnoxious, they were saying that as if it's like shtick, kind of a joke, but it's actually true. It makes the movie unentertaining. It's like hard to sit through, in my opinion. It's trying to be funny and it just isn't working. They are not a good comedy duo.
That is so funny because I saw that too and I was like, they are annoying. It's exactly it just wasn't good.
Yeah, no, it was not good.
I would say it's. I'm not going to say. We can also do our little imagery.
That's
for
right.
This.
I got it ready to go.
I'm going to give it half popped.
I'm going to go half popped as well.
And do we have imagery for that?
There we go.
Look at that! This is so cute. I feel like the Rogers and Ebert. My thumbs up and all that. I think we're even more like techie than they were.
I think we are. Definitely more trendy and modern looking for sure.
So half pop, what do you give it?
I'm going to go half popped as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bag full of kernels.
No, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
But I didn't love it.
It's not really sufficiently entertaining. It's very forgettable.
Very forgettable.
It does go by pretty quick, though. I will give it that.
I think it had a pretty short running time.
Yes.
So we're live on Facebook, y'all. So if you want to comment or, we'll try and reply back. We may not, but please do. It's fun to go live.
We'll try our best to pay attention to it. But
but I'm looking down at my phone. It's kind of hard. And my hoodie here. Oh, gosh, this is so not me. We already talked last show about Logan Lucky.
Yes.
But when we had talked about it, I saw it, and you had not.
And I had not had a chance to see it yet.
And I thought it was highly popcorn worthy. I even saw it again.
And I agree with you on almost every point that you made on Logan Lucky. I totally agree. Daniel Craig is standout performance for sure.
Could you believe it?
I couldn't even believe it was him.
I know. Unbelievable. And
I'm like, this is the same guy who was James Bond.
Right. Channing Tatum and who were the Riley Keough, Elvis Presley's granddaughter, is fantastic. Like, she's a great actress.
Very good.
Katie Holmes is not in it enough. And who also...
I was surprised at her. Very pleasantly surprised by her performance in that.
Yeah, well, I love her as an actress. And then Adam Driver we loved.
Yes.
Your guy from Star Wars.
From Star Wars, Kylo Ren.
But I thought it was... Go out and see it, y'all.
Now, I will say it's a little more dark, a little more serious than say Baby Driver. I don't know that I like it the same. I think Baby Driver, even though, don't get me wrong, Baby Driver is a violent, dark film as well, but it's more fun in my opinion.
This one isn't as violent.
No, it's not as bad, but it just seems like a darker themed film to me. Just more, I'm not sure exactly how to describe that. But.
I know, I agree. Well, Steven Soderbergh did it, who did Ocean's 11.
Who's done a bunch. I'm a big fan of his.
And it had such an Ocean's 11 feel to it.
Definitely with the music and editing style for sure.
I mean, if you're a fan of that director, you will love this film. I took my dad to see it, and he just loved it.
Very quirky characters.
They're just great. It's worth seeing it. Like I said on my audience, if I like something, I see it 2 or 3 times, and I've seen it twice. So that says something.
Yeah.
Should we do our little imagery for that? Popcorn worthy? Or do you have it, or do you not have it queued up?
Well, what would you say? What score are you going to give Logan Lucky?
Oh, popcorn worthy.
I'm going to go popcorn worthy as well.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll get used to that, but right now it's like mesmerizing.
I'm like, I'm so happy. This is so fun. I feel so official.
I could just sit and watch those for the...
I know, it's so cute. Oh gosh, look at us. This is so fun. Okay, moving right along. I saw Ingrid Goes West.
And I'm not really familiar with this one.
Okay, well, it was at Sundance Film Festival, and I could not get in to see it when I went last January. But it won the Screenwriting Award at the Sundance Film Festival, and it is so good. It got 88% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Very good.
It stars, and I'm going to put my glasses on it because this actress, you'll recognize her, Aubrey Plaza.
Is it independent?
It's an independent film, and she's been in tons of films. She was in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates with Zac Efron, Dirty Grandpa with Zac Efron, and she was in the first season of Parks and Recreation, but she always changes. She's kind of like a chameleon. She changes her look.
She seems like she has good comedic prowess, judging by her body of work.
But she's the star of it, and she plays Ingrid, and then, so it's about basically an unhinged social media stalker, and she starts stalking this girl named Taylor on Instagram, who's like has a big Instagram following. She's like a blogger about, she talks about things and puts links and people like it. And she lives in California, and she's played by the fabulous Elizabeth Olsen. You know, the Olsen twin sister, who was just recently in Wind River.
The one who wasn't in Full House.
Right, yes. And I think Elizabeth Olsen is literally our up-and-coming actress.
One to look out for?
She is one to look out for. Like in Wind River, she reminded me of Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs, and in this one, she's just great. And she's proving to be one of our best actors out there right now. But they say this, one of the write-ups said their friendship goes from hashtag BFF to hashtag WTF. And it's it references to almost like single white female.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's a comedy, and it's a suspense, but it's also a dark comedy. And then Taylor, Elizabeth Olsen's character, is married in the film to Wyatt Russell, Goldie Hawn, and Kurt Russell's son, who is a wonderful actor. Really.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree there.
Yeah, I've seen him in he's been in a lot of films, but this is kind of a breakout role for him. But my only complaint with this film is at the end, it didn't need to, and it kind of went dark. You know how it does that?
Yep.
And I was like, oh, it didn't need to go there.
It takes a direction that you don't like.
I didn't love, but I give it popcorn worthy regardless. If you like, quirky little independent films with great stars.
There we go.
Oh.
I love that.
Even the music sounds like the Academy Awards.
It does. It does.
We're so official.
It reminds us of our favorite time of year.
Would this be something you'd want to see?
I think so. Yeah. Because we don't always agree on every movie, so perhaps the turn that it takes is something that I might like and you perhaps didn't. But I'm definitely interested to check that out.
It's good. My family, I just hated The Glass Castle, and my brother saw it. He hadn't read the book. And my sister-in-law last night, we were at dinner, and she said, "You're becoming more of a critic. You're really starting to, I'm starting to not like some things."
Yeah.
And that's a real critic when they find fault in some things. Because I used to just love anything I went to see.
I was like that for a long time.
But I still like most things. Okay, next film. Well, we had a miscommunication here. Marvel's Inhumans. I thought you saw it and you hadn't, but maybe you can tell the audience. Do we have a clip for that?
We do have a clip.
Because I saw that it was coming out this weekend, a Marvel movie, and I thought, why haven't I heard anything about this
And usually I'm always, I know everything about anything Marvel coming out, but I'm not that familiar with it.
But do you even know about the Marvel Inhumans, this whole deal?
No, I mean, we can roll the clip, and maybe that'll give
Let's do. Maybe we'll see ourselves.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Are we supposed to follow our king and remain as silent as he is? We need to go to Earth now. We've been hiding here too long. Let's go to our rightful home. If we were on Earth, we would have a glorious planet to live on, thrive on.
You're talking about betraying your brother. You're talking about treason.
You're blind to his intentions. Right or wrong, he's dangerous.
What I'm talking about is freedom. Freedom for all Inhumans. Are you going to use your voice to kill your only brother? Stop it! We will not let anyone or anything stop us. We will create our destiny. Nothing can keep us from being free.
That looks pretty good.
I mean, the production value is really impressive for a TV series.
I know. Let's see what did it get. I think I wrote down.
It doesn't have critics ratings yet, but it has a ton of audience ratings already on Rotten Tomatoes, and I believe it's 44%.
Well,
and I'm shocked because usually anything with the Marvel name on it is a big hit.
It must have not been doing well, or they would have been promoting it, because I know nothing about it.
And I'm surprised that no critics have reviewed it yet.
Right. Seeing that trailer, I kind of want to go.
It actually looks pretty cool, yeah.
Well, you'll probably go see it, knowing you.
I might check it out.
You're a comic book guy. Look at that. We have some comments.
Oh, people are talking?
Well, first of all, my husband and son call me Mouse, so he said, my mouse is the cutest. How sweet is that for my son? Your mom said she was fabulous in Wind River, talking about Elizabeth Olsen.
My mom really liked Wind River.
Oh, I'm so glad. It was great. Linda Ann Valera, hi. Thanks for tuning in. You said, what's up with North Park only showing Ingrid Goes West at 10:40? It's playing at the Angelica. So go see it there.
Yeah, a lot of the bigger box theaters will only have a handful of, showtimes.
Yes, everybody go see it. It's really good. Thanks for tuning in, Linda Ann. Rebecca Malzahn, my good friend in L.A. Hello, sweet girl. Yes, the Marvel movie is out. Go see it. And,
a TV series.
Oh, gosh. Carol, your mom said, geez, the trailer had to cost $60 million.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
I love having the comments. Thanks for commenting. It makes it kind of fun, like we're interactive with our audience.
Yeah, I love it.
So fun. But did you have another movie? Well, let's see.
Well, I mean, for right now, it's kind of fun because even though there aren't any big movies out right now that we're that excited about, there's 2 re-releases that people are pretty excited about. The 40th anniversary of Close Encounters of the Third Kind is out now. You can see it at all kinds of theaters
everywhere.
Over DFW, as well as Terminator 2 Judgment Day, remastered in 3D by James Cameron himself.
Wait, Terminator, which one?
Terminator 2.
Okay, is that this weekend? Because I know
Yes,
Close
I
Encounters
believe so.
is. Well, I think I'll try and go see both.
Definitely. I actually have already seen Close Encounters, and I watched it once when I was in school, and this is going to shock you.
You went to the theater last night?
I've watched the re-release, and first of all, it seems identical to when I watched in school, but, its sound is really good, and I'm sure it has been enriched in some ways, but this is a film I don't really like that much.
Really?
And I'm a huge Spielberg fan. I'm
Right.
a huge sci-fi fan. I love Richard Dreyfuss. And I'm just not that into it. I find it kind of boring, and the ending really confuses me. It's almost pointless. I almost don't like the character. I'm like, why is he leaving with the aliens and abandoning his family?
I know. He was just so curious, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I thought, I remember at the time, God, that's been 40 years. I was in high school. God, that ages me. And I went to, my grandmother, who I adored, loved movies too, and I was in Fort Worth, and we went to see it at a theater there. And I loved it then.
And you loved it?
Loved it.
I don't know why
it
just didn't do it for me.
It also is one of those movies that's grown on me. I've seen it so many times. It was just kind of one of the first of its kind. It was before E.T.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Terry Garr who played the mother that her son disappeared.
Oh,
not Terry. She was in a lot of things, but and Steven Spielberg obviously directed it.
I don't know why I can't think that off the top of my head because I want to say Terry Garr is in that.
I don't know if y'all can see my mug. It says Libby's Movie Hunt. It's like Kelly Ripa.
Oh yeah, our new mugs. Our spotlights might watch them.
It washes it out. You can't really see it, but it's so cute. Thanks to Melissa and Jagger, I think.
Yeah, it is Terry Garr.
Yeah. But so that y'all go see Close Encounters or Terminator. That'd be fun.
Yes, Terminator 2 3D I think will be very cool.
Did it hold up to you, that Close Encounters, or did it seem dated?
Honestly, no.
No.
It's a similar feeling to me as every time that I watch Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
It still looks and feels pretty real to me. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not the most advanced special effects, but they're more practical and not as much CG, and I still think that looks more realistic than a lot of the stuff they put out today.
Right. It was... I loved it, both. I don't know. It just touched me in some way. Remember when he kept making that mountain out of everything, potatoes?
Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and say that it's still a very popcorn-worthy film.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, we're getting Close Encounters popcorn-worthy. We're so into that. We may just keep playing it over and over. We're so goofy.
It is really fun.
Look at me in my hoodie. This is really weird. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Oh, no problem.
It's so cute.
Sorry, I didn't warn you about the green.
I have so many people that say to me lately, because it's been such a bad summer movie, they're like, Libby, what's that? What do you love right now? And I said, I love Baby Driver. I think it's still in theaters.
I think there's a few places that are still playing it.
I mean, it was the best movie of the summer, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
Best movie of the summer. I loved a small independent film, Big Sick, with, he had that show.
Oh, Ray Romano.
Ray Romano and Holly Hunter, and I can't remember the other two actors, but it was really good. It's an independent film. And then, again, I loved Wind River, the guy who did Sicario and Hell or High Water. You haven't seen it yet?
No, I still have not seen that.
Please go see it. It's going to leave soon.
I know.
I mean, it isn't as good as those other two, but it is still, your mom loved it?
Yes. Oh, she loved it.
What'd she think about it?
She said it's like totally her kind of movie.
And it brings attention to the American Indians and, kind of their plight and what they've got going on, and it's good. Now, very popular. Maybe Oscar worthy. Maybe.
You think maybe? I mean,
it might be. If they remember, I kind of doubt it, but
they probably should have released it.
Was anybody else saying? Oh, and Rebecca, hi. You still haven't seen Baby Driver. Need to go.
Oh,
still
definitely.
playing in L.A.
Put that top of your list.
Okay, wait. Your mom said something too. I'm squinting. I don't want to squint. Got to put my glasses on. Carol said, seriously, guys, this is the real deal. Dad and I couldn't be more impressed. It's really cool.
Wind River.
Wind River.
Yeah.
But Carol also said definitely Oscar worthy. I love this.
Oh, all right.
I love people who are talking to us.
I'm enjoying the audience interaction.
Carol is Kevin's cute mom.
Yes.
Sometimes does the show for me.
A big fan of the show.
Oh, Beverly Ballard Hickman. Hi, Beverly. Thanks for joining. If you have anything to say. I love that y'all are watching. This is so fun. We have some participants. But so those are the three great summer movies. I also saw this week.
And I'm on top of my list is still 47 meters down.
47 meters down. You loved it.
It wasn't that popular, but I thought it was so cool.
I loved it with Mandy Moore.
Yes, I didn't think her acting was particularly great, but I mean it's just pure entertainment and good scares.
I loved it. I saw a movie this week that was really weird. It's your typical art house movie, Marjorie Prime. It has John Hamm, Tim Robbins, and Gina Davis in it. And it's about, in the future, it looks like present day, but it's the future. When a person in your life dies, this older woman, Marjorie, you have a prime set up through a virtual person that can be your husband or wife, however you want them to be. Like her husband came back to her as John Hamm at 40, and she would sit there and visit with him. And then Gina Davis dies, and then her prime comes and visits with Tim Robbins. And it's very interesting.
I haven't seen Gina Davis in anything in forever, it feels
fantastic.
like.
I love her. But it is adapted from a screenplay, from a play, made into a screenplay, and I kind of liked it.
I'm a dork. I always ask this, but does Gina Davis still look good?
She looks pretty good. She's had a little, maybe many injections.
She's had some
She's
stuff
a little
done.
bit older than me, and
yeah.
But she looks great. It's a dramatic role for her because she's really a comedian. But it got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Very good.
So that's a good one. Let's see if anybody else is saying anything. Not yet.
And as usual, I keep up with everything that's streaming.
Okay, yeah, streaming. Tell us.
Okay, this I have not watched yet, but I'm astounded by its popularity so far. Riverdale. Yes, it's a new TV series. It's on Netflix now. You can watch every episode. I haven't watched it because the concept to me is so bizarre. It's almost a dark, mysterious series, but it's based on the Archie comics. I mean, it has Archie and Veronica and Jughead. All the characters are in it.
Wait, are they in it?
They're all in it.
I was obsessed with Betty and Veronica.
And it's live action.
Wait a minute. I saw that on Netflix, and I was like, I just kind of scrolled past.
Me too.
But have you seen it?
No, I have not, but my girlfriend's been watching it, and she says it's great.
Oh, my God. I literally was obsessed with the Archie comics. That's all I read my whole life in the summer at camp. Okay, well, I'm going to...
That's crazy, but I'm like, a TV series based on the Archie comics, I assumed, one, it would be animated. Two, that it would be comical, and I didn't think it would be on Netflix. Well, so I'm intrigued to check it out. It just seems so bizarre to me.
Well, I want to see what Betty and Veronica look like. They were always such rivals, and I thought they were so beautiful.
Yeah, I think they're real good looking in the show.
Oh my gosh, that's so. Did you read those comics? Were you a comic?
I did.
guy?
My brother did more.
Yeah,
but yeah, we both were into this.
Did you read other?
I read lots of comics as a kid.
Yeah, you probably read all the sci-fi type or the Marvel.
Wolverine, Iron Man, Batman. Those are my favorites. The Punisher, Spider-Man.
Do kids still read comic books?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I still like the graphic novels, kind of. I'll read one of those every once in a while.
Yeah, I've never read any of those.
Oh, you should. Well, you're not as into superhero stuff as me, or I'd say check out Watchmen. It's really good.
You're kind of like you're kind of like a hip nerd.
I mean, nerd.
Like you're this cool, cute guy that kind of likes all these kind of like things that you wouldn't think you'd like.
Oh, I collect sci-fi movie props and lightsabers and things. Yeah, that's true.
And you used to have a Star Wars something on your. I mean that
I
in
still
the best.
have it on
It's
my
a
phone,
total compliment. I'm not burning you at all.
Oh no, I don't hide anything about my nerdiness. I'm
nerdiness,
proud of it.
But it's I think the smartest people like that stuff, you know.
It's just fun.
But you're not one of those freaks that
no, it goes to Comic-Con
well,
and dress.
You and your girlfriend did though dress in T-shirts, and she had on Princess Leia.
We take our Star Wars pretty seriously. Yeah, and we're super pumped about the Han Solo movie coming out, and this Christmas we have Star Wars Episode 10, The Last Jedi.
Like, you are really a fan of Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. I'll see every Star Wars movie that ever comes out the night it comes out.
And are you going to go to Disney World or Disneyland when they open the Star Wars deal? Or is it going to be Universal Studios?
No, it is Disney in California.
You're going to have to go.
I've managed to go my whole life without ever visiting a Disney park.
Oh, you're going.
And I'm like, I got to do it.
No, you have to go.
I owe it to myself, I think, to go check this out because I feel for any age, a Star Wars land will be awesome.
There'll be people walking around, like when I went to the Harry Potter world there at Disney or at Universal Studios, people are walking around in their Harry Potter stuff. So can you only imagine the Star Wars people?
So you mean they went to the Harry Potter attractions and actually dressed in costume to go visit them?
Oh, many of them.
Okay, see, I won't go that far.
You might.
I may wear a T-shirt, that's it.
Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, Carol, your mom said hip, ? He is hip. He's very hip.
That's funny, Mom.
He's helping hopefully keep me hip in my hoodie today.
And my whole family doesn't like Star Wars.
Oh, not even your brother?
Nope.
That's sad.
I'm the only one who likes it. They love Star Trek, but they can't do Star Wars.
That's weird.
And they always say, Star Trek is just better. And I'm like, well, it's not fair to compare the two because Star Wars is sci-fi fantasy, and Star Trek is more sci-fi and a realistic presentation. It's not fantasy. It's pure science fiction. So I think they're two kind of different entities. There's no magic in Star Trek the way there is in Star Wars.
So I know that your mom loves movies. Does your dad love movies? And your brother and sister?
Oh, yeah.
And because your brother's in the business. So, I mean,
He probably sees the most of any of us. Yeah.
He does?
He would be great on this show. Yeah.
Yeah. Does he ever come to Dallas?
Maybe about once a year.
Yeah, because he's an actor in L.A. y'all. So John Ebeling, look him up.
Yeah, he loves it out there.
We need to get him on. We need more celebrities in the. Bring him on.
Oh, he would be so excited if he knew you called him a celebrity. So that's good.
Yeah, well, he's been on some stuff.
He has been in stuff, absolutely.
Wasn't he on like a web series or more?
Yeah, still on a web series. He's done multiple commercials. One of them is Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, so I mean he's a celebrity.
Yeah, he's got some credentials.
He needs to start watching our show and tell those L.A. people about it so I can get some of those L.A. stars when they're coming through Dallas to come on Libby's
Spread the word, and now you can participate with us. Chime in on Facebook. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, or tell us what you want us to talk about. One thing I want to tell y'all about, we're out of time. But
just about, yeah.
Let me just tell you this. I am obsessed that we are doing a podcast. I feel like it's more a vlogcast because you can watch it, but I've been listening to podcasts. And you go to podcasts or YouTube, whatever, the one called Missing Richard Simmons, he went kind of underground 3 years ago. And guy did a podcast on it. And then another one is called Serial, and it's about
I've heard about that.
A crime, and this woman is talking you through it. She's a journalist. Check them out on podcasts. And I'll tell you more about podcasts later. But should we sign out?
I guess we're signing out. I keep forgetting we got our new music in there.
So what do we have new imagery to sign out?
Yeah, we'll play a little thing afterwards.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Kevin. Bye, guys. And now y'all go enjoy the movies this Labor Day weekend.